As you can see, I am missing frames here. What I tried with this one is I just put the package actually in the box, to just let the bees kind of meander out at their, instead of shaking them. I tried shaking them. I started with shaking them. There were still a lot of bees left, and I didn't really want to, since they were queenless, I didn't really want to put them outside of the hive. I didn't know where the bees would really go. So I was hoping that they would come out of the package inside the hive here, and it worked. I came back the next day to do the manipulations that I did here, and they had all wandered out. So it's clearly a frame that I installed last week.
One distinct and intact queen cell here.
Multiple queen cells still here, so she hasn't emerged. Okay, there are queen cups still sitting here. Nothing's happened with those.
Nothing's happening because it already happened. The queens from those two cells already emerged. You can see the ragged edges. I'll zoom in here. I must have missed it just based on the way the frame was laying in my hands, and the openings of those cells were facing away from me, kind of tucked under, but I completely missed it.
The stuff that I put in here, brood, larva, I don't know. My eyes might be deceiving me. I feel like there's a few eggs in that corner, this open spot right here, right in here. Hey guys, so I'm wondering if you think it's possible that a queen emerging from one of the queen cells that I placed in this hive on May 20th was able to be laying by May 26th. I'll discuss this, plus a couple points about my success rate in requeening these hives later on in the video. Alright, we're going to check the third queenless. I gotta move this patty. Any better? A little bit better. Banging around a little bit. There is a queen cup right there, so, and it's kept. There's one here that is open. There, it looks like it's been peeled back, chewed open.
Not the best picture here, but with a little imagination you can see the ragged edges where this cell was chewed open.
Just honey resources that I had provided. Don't see any eggs. It's all honey and really open cells. I do not see eggs. Just wanted to see where we're at here. I don't know if I just got lucky.
No, I didn't get lucky. Well, at least not in this context.
You can see that queen cup right there. And there's something emerging right there. I don't know if that's just a bee that went down in there. Check it out. If that's literally the queen emerging now.
It's not. It's just some random bee. Larry the laborer. Well, in this case, Linda the laborer. Why does Larry always get such a bad name?
It was just a bee that happened to jump down in there. That was interesting, but that one's open, so nothing emerged out of there. Now we're looking for... Okay, so there's a lot of open cells here. I'm just trying to get a shot seeing if there's eggs in there. I don't see any eggs in there, and you can see that they're starting to fill in those open cells with honey. So, alright. Well, honey, they've already got it capped in the corners. That is brood, young larvae in there. Yep, brood, young larvae, eggs. Oh, there's the queen. It's awesome. Came out of, there she is, she's kind of right amongst the queen cups. There's the queen cups that have been chewed open there. She is one from there. And she is kicking butt. Lots of honey. It's all family resources there. I'm just not seeing anything. That is all honey, look at that, nice thick cap, capped on top, all honey. There you go.
All the white specks among the capped brood is larva, less than 8.5 days old.
Yeah, this queen here is really doing a great job. Look at that. It's a lot of brood. It's all full brood. It's not capped as larva. This side too is really nice. Alright, well, I went all the way home, and what did I find at my front doorstep? But one queen. I was expecting 3. I got 1. I have 1 queen to install, and so I'm back. Squish that in there. Alright, well, that's it. There she is. Active. Nothing. Just absolutely nothing here. There's nothing. Alright, so. Right again. Good spot. Seems unlucky, but it's a good spot. Well, same. I'm a little lucky out of here. Alright, well, another. What is that, 3rd chance? Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, honey. Just a full frame of honey. There are eggs in there. 1 frame of eggs. And some really young larvae. There she is.
Check in. Is this all brood? Hopefully this is all brood then. Kind of fun to capture her laying. Eggs and eggs. Ah. So, turns out queenless hive number 3 was either queenless or dwindling the whole summer. This is August 18th, and I had actually had to combine that hive with the split that I had made on June 8th. Okay guys, so that question about can a queen emerge from a queen cell and only 6 days later be laying, I think that it's possible. I didn't find a definitive answer for what the absolute minimum number of days it takes a queen to be ready to lay. But I know she has to mature a little bit, and then she has to go on her mating flight. Her body has to process from the mating, the spermatheca, I believe is how you pronounce that, and then she can lay. Nothing at this time of the year was going to prevent her from going on her mating flight. And so I think it's possible, although she would have had to emerge almost immediately after I placed her in that hive. Now that being said, the quickest that I could find anybody claiming that they knew that a queen emerged from a queen cell and was laying was 8 days. So you be the judge. You let me know what you think. Now about my success rate in requeening these 3 hives. You saw that I was able to get 2 of the 3 hives requeened from queen cells. I don't know what happened to that 3rd hive. You saw that I dropped in a queen cell, and then I dropped in consecutive mated queens, and still that hive just kind of floundered all summer long, and I ended up combining it with a split that I had made. So I don't know what happened there. I know that I made mistakes, and one big one glaring mistake that I made in each of the 3 hives, and I made it repeatedly. You know what that mistake might be, at least the one that I'm talking about? It's the hive inspections that I did. From what I know now, when you drop in a queen cell, you're supposed to leave that hive alone from about 2 days before you think that the queen is going to emerge until you believe that that queen is steady laying. So that whole time period is about 16 days that you're supposed to leave the hives alone and not go in them. I went in these hives on day 6, on day 9, and on day 13 of that 16 days. And so really the 2 hives that were successful in requeening from queen cells, they did that in spite of me, not because of me. Thank you for watching. Steve with Father Daughter Ani.